Good morning. Welcome to day 20. 20. Who thought we would have came this far, right? Oh well, here we are. I'm still talking and I don't know, maybe people are still listening. I don't know. That's not what this is for. This is just to see if there can be any person out there who can be helped by anything that I say. So if that's the case, then I'll keep talking. So, I want to talk today about different timelines of things because sometimes our timelines can fuck us up. And it's not something that everybody follows. It's not something that is set in stone like you hit this milestone, you're here. Nothing in life works that way, right? But there's some pretty standard things that, common things that people will see along the way. So the first stage you usually see is like withdrawal, right? That can last anywhere from not at all to a couple weeks, right? This can be the physical withdrawal, what we go through as the chemical is leaving our body. What we sometimes see after that is like the honeymoon phase, the pink cloud, they call it. And all of it is because you feel that way. You feel so fucking happy, like you're on cloud 9. Everything is great. I mean, think about, and I can apply it to this because I know this is true for me, but think about when you're down with the flu or you're sick or something. That first day that you start to feel better, you feel fucking fantastic. You have a great outlook on the world. Everything is positive. You're so happy. And that's kind of what this is. Like, you're finally starting to feel good. You have some hope. You have some optimism. Like, everything is great. You're so confident in your recovery. Sometimes a little too confident, so kind of watch out for that. But it's a good feeling. And after not feeling good for so long, it's nice to have that feeling. So it's the pink cloud. It's, the honeymoon, riding the wave, as they call it. And that can last a while. That can last for a couple weeks, up to like 6 weeks, month and a half, couple months, however long, But what happens, and this is why we see so much relapse within that first 3 months, right? Is because you're riding the wave, you're in the pink cloud, and then bam, out of fucking nowhere, you wake up and you feel like it's day fucking 1 all over again. Why did this happen to me? Why do I feel this way? Suddenly you're hopeless, you're anxious, you've hit the wall, right? And the wall is a motherfucker. And that's where a lot of people relapse, because you start thinking like, if this is how it's gonna feel, then it's not fucking worth it. And so you go back to use because you don't want to feel that way. We don't want to feel that way. It's like a complete opposite of it. It's exactly like I said, like you feel like you're back in day 1. Like your body is reacting the way it did in the withdrawal stage, your mind, your thoughts, everything. And then you throw in pause to top it all off. So PAWS, pause. Post-acute withdrawal syndrome. So pause is the biggest bitch of them all, right? So pause can last for months. It could not happen at all. It can be ongoing. It can be steady. It can be sporadic. It can just pop in out of nowhere. And that makes life hard because you don't ever know when it's coming and you don't ever know when you're going to feel that way. You just one day realize like you've been feeling like shit and you don't know why. So between the wall and pause, these are a couple stages that people reach and they don't want to do it anymore, right? They get like poor memory. Their brains are foggy. They can't concentrate on things. They're irritable. They're depressed. They're anxious, having like panic attacks, all sorts of these different things that are bad, right? Like we can all agree that these feelings are bad. We don't want to fucking feel them. And it can go on for months. Like I said, it can happen out of nowhere. And that in turn leads to some relapse. So I think what can help with this is knowing that that's normal. It's part of our brain healing. So we've talked about our brain and when it's healing, right? It stops making all of the happy juices because it's been flooded with the drug. So it doesn't need to make those happy juices anymore. So our brain has learned new things and it takes a while for our brain to unlearn it. And it's a whole process, right? Like 3 steps forward, 1 step back. And these pause symptoms and the wall, those are those little step backs, but it's not even step backs because it's part of your brain healing, right? Like when a bruise is so nasty at first, but as it's healing, it'll look good. And then it gets bright yellow and bright green, or however it is. Like, it ebbs and flows. And that's the same with our brain and the process as it's healing. But where I was going with this was saying, like, if we tell ourselves that this is normal, that this is our brain healing, it is temporary, we can get through it, then exactly that, we can get through it, we can get past it. Once you reach, I mean, you'll still have pause symptoms that can come in anytime, like I said, months, but once you hit about a 4-month mark, you're past the honeymoon stage. You're not on these highs and lows roller coasters anymore. You're kind of just there and you're focused in on working. So if you can make it to that 3-4 month mark, there's a lot of shit that's behind you already, and you're doing a really good job. Even if you can't, you're still doing a really fucking good job. I mean, even if you're watching this video, you're doing a really good fucking job, because it means that you're at least wanting to check out something about something. So all of it turns out to be exactly what we need when we need it. And hopefully we can get past those few months and into the ongoing, and things will be easier. Tips to get through those kind of the wall and pause is, as always, I mean, I can't stress this enough. I swear to God, I sound like a broken fucking record, but drinking water, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, being fucking nice to yourself, take care of yourself. And those are just some simple ways of doing it. Water, sleep, food. Throw in some fucking exercise if you really want to. Cheat yourself and trick yourself. I mean, don't cheat yourself. Trick yourself into exercise like I do. Go hiking. That's exercise. It's good for you. But if I told my brain it was exercise, it'd be like, nope, not doing that. So taking really good care of yourself, being easy on yourself, letting yourself fuck up a little bit. And by fuck up, I mean yeah, I got angry and yelled at somebody, whatever. Even if that happens, you apologize for it and you move on. We're all fucking human. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna respond not perfect everything that we do every single time. So just being gentle on yourself and getting through it, and knowing that it's going to pass, and it'll be better a different day, right? All right. Happy Saturday, everybody.